Men want only two things. And no, it's not what social media keeps telling you. It's not endless attention. It's not perfection. It's not some fantasy version of love where everything is always easy. Most men are actually much simpler than the world wants to admit. Strip away the noise, the ego, the games, the expectations. And at his core, a good man usually wants just two things: respect and peace. That's it. Not because he doesn't feel deeply, not because he doesn't want love, but because respect feels like love to him, and peace feels like safety. And when a man has those two things, he becomes someone different, stronger, calmer, more loyal, more present. A man can fight the world outside. He can handle pressure, deadlines, failures, rejection, responsibility. He can carry stress no one sees. He can hide pain no one hears. He can keep going even when he's breaking inside, because that's what he's been taught. To be strong, to not complain, to just deal with it. But when he comes home and finds another battle there, something inside him slowly starts to shut down. He may still stay, he may still provide, he may still show up physically, but emotionally, he starts disappearing. And this is where most people misunderstand men. They think men need constant excitement, grand gestures, endless emotional conversations, perfect romance every single day. But most men aren't asking for a movie. They're asking for a home, a place where they don't have to prove themselves again and again, a place where they're not constantly judged, corrected, or compared, a place where they can just be human. Because a man can hear "I love you" and still feel completely alone if the way he's treated every day makes him feel small. Respect doesn't mean control. It doesn't mean silence. It doesn't mean losing yourself. It means don't tear him down. Don't humiliate him. Don't speak to him like he's beneath you. Respect is in the small things. The way you talk to him when you're upset, the way you look at him when he's trying, the way you handle his mistakes. Do you correct him with care, or do you make him feel like he's nothing? Because those moments matter more than you think. Men notice everything: the tone, the attitude, the little signs of disrespect. But most men don't talk about it. They don't argue about it. They don't explain how much it hurts. They just go quiet. Not because they stopped caring, but because caring started to feel heavy. Every conversation feels like a risk. Every mistake feels like a judgment. Every vulnerable moment feels unsafe. So they start protecting themselves. They share less. They open up less. They become distant. From the outside, it looks like they've changed, but from the inside, they're just tired. And then there's peace. Peace is the second thing, and maybe the most misunderstood. Peace doesn't mean a woman has no voice. It doesn't mean silence. It doesn't mean agreeing with everything. Peace means a relationship that doesn't feel like constant tension, a home that doesn't feel like pressure, a connection that feels like rest, not stress. Because the truth is, most men are tired, not physically, emotionally. They've been strong for too long, quiet for too long, responsible for too long. They're carrying things they don't even know how to explain. The pressure to succeed, the fear of failing, the weight of expectations, the feeling that they can't break down, even when they want to. And when a man says he wants peace, what he really means is, give me one place in this world where I don't have to be strong all the time. One place where he can breathe, where he's not being tested, where he's not being compared, where love doesn't feel like a challenge he has to pass. Because a man can handle chaos outside, but if he finds chaos at home too, he eventually shuts down. Not suddenly, slowly, silently. A man without peace becomes distant. A man without respect becomes guarded. And a man without both slowly stops being himself. But something powerful happens when a man feels respected. He opens, he listens more, he gives more, he becomes softer. And when he feels peace, he relaxes, he smiles more, he talks more, he wants to be around you more. And when he feels both respect and peace, he becomes someone who will love deeper, stay longer, and fight harder for the relationship. Because now he's not surviving the relationship, he's living in it. Men don't remember perfect words, they remember feelings. They remember how you spoke to them when they were struggling, how you looked at them when they failed, how safe they felt around you after a long day. So ask yourself honestly, when he comes to you, does he feel stronger or smaller? Does he feel calm or drained? Does he feel safe or judged? Because love isn't built in big moments. It's built in the atmosphere, in the tone of your voice, in the energy you bring, in the way you handle difficult moments. Men don't want everything. They don't want perfection. They just want two things: respect and peace. And in today's world, that kind of love is rare because everyone is trying to win arguments, prove points, protect their ego, but very few people are trying to protect the relationship. And the person who understands this stands apart because they're not just loving, they're creating a space where love can survive. At the end of the day, a lot of men are not hard to love. They're just tired of being loved the wrong way. So remember this: a man who feels respected will open his heart. A man who feels peace will stay. And a man who feels both will give you a version of himself that the world never gets to see.